You ever come across a bike that just feels right the moment you look at it? Not just because it's fast or loud or loaded with tech, but because it's got that soul? Well, folks, this one right here is exactly that. I'm talking about the Yamaha XSR900, the modern retro beast that blends that old school cool with some seriously high-end tech. Now, at first glance, the XSR900 looks like it time traveled straight out of the 80s and got a full tech makeover. That round headlight, that aluminum frame peeking through, and those clean cafe-style lines. Man, it just oozes attitude. But don't let the vintage look fool you. Under that classic skin is one of the sharpest engines Yamaha's ever built. Pop that ignition and you're staring at a liquid-cooled 890 cubic centimeters inline-three, Yamaha's famous CP3 motor. And let me tell you, this thing is a gem. It's got that perfect balance, smooth, punchy, and loaded with torque no matter what gear you're in. You twist the throttle, and boom. Instant power, right up to around 10 grand on the tack. It's not one of those bikes that scream for attention. It delivers attention with that raspy triple-cylinder growl that just makes your spine tingle. And speaking of performance, it's putting down around 119 horsepower and 93 newton meters of torque. That's no joke for a bike that weighs just about 430 pounds wet. The power-to-weight ratio feels perfect for riders who want thrill without crossing into full super sport chaos. It's playful, agile, and freaking fun every second you're on it. The frame is Yamaha's Delta Box aluminum setup. Lightweight, super stiff, and crazy responsive. You can flick this thing through corners like it's dancing with you. The suspension, all KYB, fully adjustable both front and rear. You can dial it up if you're carving twisties or soften it down for chill rides around town. And the braking setup, twin 298mm discs up front with a Brembo radial master cylinder. Feather that lever and it stops like it read your mind. But here's where Yamaha really nails the blend of old school heart and new school brain. The tech. The newer 2025 and 2026 models come with that sweet 5-inch full-color TFT screen. Bright, crisp, and finally big enough to read without squinting through your visor. You've got cruise control, traction control, slide control, and a full quick shift system. And get this, clutchless upshifts and downshifts. That's something even some higher-end bikes skip out on. You can tell Yamaha's been paying attention to the small stuff too. The controls feel premium, the seat stitching looks hand-done, and even the forged aluminum foot controls feel solid. It's those little touches that make you realize this isn't just another naked sport bike. It's built with pride. Now let's talk about the ride feel, because this is where the XSR 900 really wins people over. The riding position is upright but slightly aggressive. Kinda that, I'm ready to carve, but I'm still comfy vibe. Wide handlebars give you full control, and visibility is great. But yeah, gotta keep it real. That seat? It's a bit on the firm side. After about 2 hours of straight riding, you'll start thinking, yeah, maybe it's coffee break time. But for shorter blasts or city rides, it's totally fine. The mirrors, though, bar-end mirrors look killer, no doubt. They add to the cafe racer vibe. But visibility in traffic? Not perfect. You might find yourself tucking in your elbow a bit just to check your six. Still, for style points, they totally pass. One thing that's cool about this bike is how it feels approachable no matter what kind of rider you are. It's got enough performance to make experienced riders grin like kids, but it's not intimidating if you're stepping up from a middleweight. You can cruise smooth, blast down highways, or take it through twisty mountain roads. It's happy anywhere. And dude, that engine character, that's what keeps you hooked. Inline triples are special. They've got the mid-range punch of a twin and the top-end pull of a four. You feel that smooth surge from low RPMs, and it just keeps pulling clean through every gear. Combine that with Yamaha's quick shift system, and you're just snapping through gears like butter. No clutch, no drama, just pure flow. Fuel capacity sits at 14 liters, not huge, but not tiny either. You'll comfortably get around 180 to 200 kilometers before thinking about a refill, depending on how heavy your right wrist is. And with a wet weight of about 195 kilos, the XSR 900 never feels bulky. You can push it around easily in the garage, and once you're rolling, it's light, quick, and totally confidence-inspiring. Now, when you're talking about the looks, man, Yamaha's nailed that retro modern balance. It's got this clean, minimal vibe, round LED headlight, tucked taillight, exposed frame, and that tank shape that reminds you of the old GP bikes. Every angle feels intentional, like it's paying tribute to Yamaha's racing heritage, but still saying, yeah, I'm from the future. A lot of people compare the XSR 900 with the MT-09 since they share the same engine. But here's the thing. The XSR's tuned personality feels more refined. It's smoother, it's classier, and it's got more of that emotional connection. The MT-09 is the wild child. The XSR 900's the one with style and depth. And when you fire it up, you can feel that Yamaha DNA immediately. It's not about just power or speed. It's about how that power feels. It's mechanical yet soulful, precise yet raw. That's something not every modern bike manages to pull off. So what's the downside? Honestly, not much. Maybe that seat firmness and the mirrors, small stuff. Some folks thought the older 3.5-inch dash was tiny, but Yamaha totally fixed that for the new models. Apart from that, this thing's almost flawless for what it's built to do. If you're into retro bikes that actually perform like modern machines, this thing's your dream ride. It's got the looks that turn heads at every stoplight and the muscle to back it up when the road opens. Whether you're cruising downtown, bombing through canyons, or just showing off at the local meet, the XSR 900 fits every scene perfectly. So yeah, this isn't just another pretty face with a badge. It's a proper sport heritage motorcycle that hits that sweet spot between emotion, performance, and timeless design. Yamaha's nailed it again. All right, guys, that's a wrap for today. If you're digging this kind of deep dive bike talk and want to see more reviews, comparisons, and road tests, don't forget to hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Z Autos. Because over here, we don't just talk bikes, we feel them. Catch you in the next one, and until then, ride safe, ride smart, and keep that throttle happy.